Now, Nick Shirley actually attended the entire Unite the Kingdom rally in England, and it was insane.
They've imported hostile, violent men into our communities, and
That's right. That's right. Shatter the Overton window. Get the info out there. Radicalize the people. This is what we need to do. It's citizens that are saving our civilization. All right, you can't trust the giant organizations. You can't trust the governments. All right, you cannot trust the people in politics that are making millions of dollars from the most nefarious of places ever. Big tech wants to import infinite labor. Okay, giant pharma wants to import infinite labor. All right, these people are not going to work with you no matter what. They will always have more money than you and more influence than you. But we have numbers. We have people that love our countries, and we have people that don't want to import the third world to turn us into a little fucking slop bucket of retard people. All right? So therefore, it is up to you, dear viewer, to radicalize the shit out of as many people as you possibly can.
Us as racists or extremists for wanting protection of our women.
This is the revolt. This is the peasants revolting.
It needs to stop branding hard-working Brits as for far right. We just want to be heard, and he's ignoring us.
At the end of the day, do you think a civil war is inevitable here?
Yeah, it's been going on for years. I don't recognise my country no more.
Keir Starmer is like an actual traitor.
Today we're here in the streets of London. We have the Big Ben right behind us here today, and today it's set to be one of the biggest marches in the history of the United Kingdom. Hundreds of thousands of people are set to come in from all across the United Kingdom to come into the streets of London today. Right now, over 4,000 police officers have been employed into...
Because they're far-right fascists. They have the far-right stance of, actually, I don't like when my daughter gets raped by infinite people.
London, and they're using new facial recognition cameras to track who comes in and out of the protest.
Nice.
That is something that has never...
Let's freaking go, boys. They whipped out the crypto state. That's right, baby. They're going to start psychopathing these motherfuckers. Welcome to communist China in the middle of London.
Happened before, and at all the major stations like King Cross, they have new cameras that have facial recognitions, and they're tracking quite literally everyone.
Do you understand how insane it is? These are people literally peacefully protesting, marching down the streets to make their voice heard because quite literally the actual country betrayed them with their bullshit politics. All right. And they make sure they have facial scans of every single person involved, and like this ID Palantir ass monitoring shit happening. Meanwhile, they have no idea who's actually entering the country on these little boats. They are literally bringing in hordes, throngs of orcs, and they have no idea who the fuck they are.
Comes into this protest, and they have even banned journalists from entering into the United Kingdom to cover this event. Wow. Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, has been outspoken against those that are attending this march, saying that this march is led by convicted thugs and people that are spreading division and hate here inside the United Kingdom. He called it...
Well, I hate when little kids get raped. What about you guys?
Racist, actually.
Tomorrow's march in London.
Yeah, if you call me racist because I don't like when kids get raped, I don't care. I don't care, actually. I have so little value put into your opinion of me. It is insane.
Is a reminder of what we're up against in the battle of our values. The organisers, including convicted thugs and racists, are peddling hatred and division.
Anyway, he's stepping down now.
Plain and simple.
The racist thugs won this one, boys and girl.
So today we're going to be speaking with everyone here in the streets of London to see what's going on and what they have to say about what they are fighting for, as this is called the Unite the West march here in the streets of London. How do you guys feel about what your Prime Minister said about those that attend this march today?
He's a disgrace. He's an absolute disgrace.
Yeah, bro.
So he is. I'm not far right. Don't have a criminal record. I'm a pensioner. I fear for my grandchildren.
And what do you fear for your
Yeah, Mrs. Weasley out there just cares, you know? Like, honestly, it's insane.
grandchildren?
Because of all the illegal immigrants that's coming here, and they're getting everything going. I have 2 sons, can't even get on the property market.
And why do you think Keir Starmer would call people like you racist for attending this march?
Because he's frightened. He's frightened. He's on his way out anyway. And
Bro, the boomers know about this in England. That's how bad it is.
No, the better.
Your message to Keir Starmer?
Resign for the country's good, you tyrant.
He's calling you guys racist for being out here today.
Well, he's full of shit, as we all know. Yeah.
Now we've made it here to the start of the march. You can hear the chants already. Everyone is yelling, Keir Starmer is a wanker. Look at this, thousands of people in the streets right now.
I love how Donald Trump gets Jeffrey Epstein arrested and then he dies in jail and then Trump actually releases the Epstein files. They call him a pedophile. All right? Keir Starmer literally caused the rape of his nation, and you're a far-right fascist if you have anything to say about him.
Now, all chanting Keir Starmer is a wanker. We have Keir Starmer on top of a right now.
How you doing?
How are you doing? Keir Starmer on top of a Do you feel like this is the Great Britain you grew up in?
No. Do you think it's a Great Britain we grew up in? No. Not so great now. Embarrassment to the world, what this government's doing.
The crazy thing is, you know how hard it would be to turn these people into, like, right-wing people? Like, do you understand what had to happen to these women to turn them right-wing? I'm telling you, man, that's crazy.
What do you guys think about Keir Starmer blocking journalists from coming into the United Kingdom?
It's disgusting, isn't it? Yeah, it's only for one thing, because they say things you don't like. You say things Keir Starmer don't like, he likes to block you. I'm surprised you managed to sneak through, to be fair, mate. I've just been watching you in Cuba.
I'm a bit surprised as well that they let me in.
I don't know, you managed to sneak through.
And how come you think here they're attacking freedom of speech?
Well, I know why. It's because they've got their own narrative, haven't they? I mean, I don't go all into it, but it all stems from after the war. They started implementing all these systems of anti-racism, and it just come to a point now where white man's not listened to. It's not about black or white, but native people are just not listened to in the country anymore. And it's just, put it this way, there's a Sikh guy stabbed a white kid the other day, and the police...
What a nightmare. This story sucks.
Arrested the white kid because the Sikh guy said he said something racist. They handcuffed him, he sat on the floor, bled out and died. Couple of days ago. Somebody Novak, his name is, young college kid. Look it up, mate.
And what brings you guys out?
This happened, but this is like a daily thing. It's a daily thing.
Here today.
Wow, you know what it's like, mate. It's tyranny in this country. Absolute diabolical. They're against us English.
My friend, you can't keep pouring one country into this one, expecting it's going to turn out. They've got different cultures, different ideologies, and different ways of living. We want to keep our culture. I've got a granddaughter. When in 30 years' time, when she grows up, I want her to recognise the England I was born in. And if we keep pouring into this country, there's going to be nothing left.
In what ways is the England that you grew up in different than the England that your grandchildren are growing up in?
Because we keep pouring in these different cultures, these different religions into this country. And we've seen how the Islam goes. You spread Islam across the world.
It's like, it's even worse than the coronavirus. I got Islammed. And it's contagious, bro. It Islam's everywhere.
Spread Islam across,
by the way,
Europe. It destroys everything on its path, on its way. I've got nothing against refugees coming in, as long as they're vetted and we understand who they are and what they are. Come and respect our culture, come and respect our people. That's all we ask.
And Keir Starmer has called the organizers of the event thugs and racist, and has said that you guys are pushing division and hate here inside the country.
Keir Starmer shouldn't even be there. He's hanging on by a thread, and he knows he is. It's his last chance for his last chance to stand against us people. He's been calling us far-right fascists and Nazis.
Right.
Can you see?
Far-right fascists and Nazis. Their political stances, please don't rape my daughter. Do you understand how diabolical this is?
Any far-right fascists and Nazis around here. I see grandparents, I see parents, I see soldiers, I see everyone else. It's my grandson. We're not far-right, we're not fascists, we're not Nazis. We're just people who want a future for this country, and that's all we're after.
And do you think you'll ever get to the point here where people have to actually defend the country and bear up arms?
Yeah, because nobody's listening to anybody.
Oh, shit. See, the thing is, they are one election away from a civil war. If the next election results in even a moderate retard, it's over. It's actually over. There will be civil war in England. I have faith that Restore Britain will win, and they'll manage to figure their way out of this politically, but they are one election away from civil war.
They're just doing what they want to do. They're not asking us what we want.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm all right. I'm here for the love of Christ.
Based! Oh, but he's a far-right fascist.
Officially begun. Tommy is right behind us now, leading the march. Hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people are out here in the streets of London. Here we go.
Oh, let me pray for you quickly.
Heavenly Father, thank you for this man. Thank you for everything you've done. Thank you for blessing him and keeping him and continue to bless him and cover him in all ways. In Jesus' precious name, amen.
Amen.
Wow, religious people. Sounds like some far-right fascism to me. They're supposed to strip themselves from all forms of actual moral systems and embrace endless ethnic fuckery from the retards in charge.
There we go. People in the streets of Britain praying for me.
Good to hear you. Oh my God! Take your photo.
The people of London.
Come here, quick. Yes.
And ma'am, they are calling people like you a racist for being out here today.
I was an NHS worker. I worked for the NHS. I was a medical emergency nursing assistant. I lost my job for showing a post from the government website how much asylum seekers get when they come to the UK.
Oh my God! They fired a nurse because she was upset that taxes were being used to fund shit from migrants? No.
I was sacked for gross misconduct straight away.
Gross misconduct?
Never
for retweeting a post.
Had a complaint about me ever in my life, so I'm here to support my nurses.
So you've been attacked by the government for speaking out against mass immigration?
Yes, I was a NHS nursing assistant. I was a medical emergency.
You know the craziest thing? This will radicalize the shit out of you. Nothing radicalizes women like reality. You know, I've noticed. And that's why, and that is why the college system exists in this little bubble where, of course, you can be whatever gender you want. And then the transgender picks up the toilet seat when he goes to piss in the women's restroom. And it'll just radicalize the shit out of her. You know? Like, I'll be real.
Emergency, and I lost my job through freedom to speak, and I'm going to be here. I'm going to show.
Oh, but you're in England. There is no freedom of speech.
Freedom to speak in the UK, and we're going to show it today.
So you have the march coming from right here, and then you have a whole nother group of people, a whole nother sea of people meeting up right here.
That's
Very
crazy.
well, could be 1 million plus people here in the streets of London today. You have the police on the outskirts of the march, and check this out. They have these cameras right here surveilling each and every single one of the protesters. See those cameras right there? They use those to survey the people, and then they have the body cameras as well. So they have those cameras right there for any evidence, for any footage that they may need. Mass surveillance here in the streets of the United Kingdom. Your sign says,
Nick Shirley!
Hello.
Oh my God!
Hello, Nick Shirley!
Nice to meet you.
Awesome.
Your sign says, we did not vote for
Dude, citizens are saving our countries, bro.
open borders, digital ID, higher taxes, two-tier policing, loss of free speech, pedophiles in politics, higher cost of living, Starmer out, restore Britain.
Yeah.
What's your message to Keir Starmer today?
Keir Starmer's a wanker. Everything
I gotta say, it's catchy.
in the mandate is backtracked on, he's added things in that wasn't mandated, like digital ID. It doesn't listen to the British public. He's just had a landslide vote and he still is ignorant.
He needs to go.
He needs to stop branding hard-working Brits as far right. We just want to be heard and he's ignoring us.
How do you feel about the mass surveillance here of your government?
I feel like if you can do that to your own people, why can't you monitor more closely the people you're letting in who are abusing our women?
No, because that's racist. It's racist because you'll notice most of them are fucking retard barbarians, and you really don't want to deal with that.
Children who are taking taxpayers' money, who are living better lives than the people who are working really hard in this country, who live here, who are proud of where we are. We don't oppose immigration. We just don't want to have them prioritised above us. We're losing our culture and identity. It's not fair. We've had enough.
And why do you think Keir Starmer...
Like, I'm telling you, man, this lady was probably, like, a tolerant leftist probably 10 years ago. Like, that's the craziest thing.
And your politicians are calling people out here racist, saying this is pushing division here inside the United Kingdom.
I wish I knew the answer to that question, but I really don't. I ask myself this all the time. All I know is he's not serving the British public, and these numbers prove it.
The march continues to get bigger and bigger.
Bro.
Right now we're in Trafalgar Square. It's completely filled, and all the way down.
It's crazy looking at the flags. It's like the flags of people that actually believe in freedom, as opposed to like the ISIS flags and the Palestine flags that are in the anti-Britain rallies. You know, you got your British flags, you got the St. George flags, the Iranian flags fighting back against the Islamic Republic, you got the Israel flags, you got United States flags. Like, it's crazy.
Down to Parliament Square, it is completely filled as well. We're gonna go interview Tommy in just a moment, but I want to tell you guys about the sponsor of this video, and that is Opus Clip.
Dude, this is insane. It's insane how massive this is. It really is. And this is a people that's just absolutely tired. It's a people that's tired of this shit going on.
Tommy, you've done it again.
We've done it.
March.
We're leading a revolution in Britain, right?
From here in the middle of
You
Whitehall.
had your revolution through the election ballot box with Donald Trump. We're having ours right now on the street.
The entire streets of Whitehall all the way to Trafalgar are full of people. And what does this say about the current state of the United Kingdom? What do the Britain people want?
It says that the public are ready. We're ready, right? We've been asleep for too long.
Ready for what?
We're ready to fight for our country, right? We're ready. And what you're witnessing now is a formation and an organisation. We're going to spread this through every town and city, and we're getting ready for the Battle of Britain in 2029. Our next election is the most important election in this country's history, because the enemy are no longer invading on the borders where they are, but the enemy's here. They're here. They're here, and they're betraying us.
Why has your government betrayed the people of Great Britain?
They've tried to replace us, just like they did in Minnesota. Why do you think Somalia is the hottest place in the world, yeah? They're living in Minnesota. They didn't choose there. They were put there. They were put there. So think what they've done there, and think of what you exposed, and think that they all knew it was happening, but they turned a blind eye. Well, they turned a blind eye to them raping their way through our country, because they're importing voters. They're replacing us. They have 6, 7 kids. We don't. They're bringing people in to replace us that are loyal to them, that want to be dependent on the state. Well, we don't. The far left have had their revolution, yeah? They've had it. Open borders, breakdown of the family, attacking nationalism, patriotism. They've had it. A successful revolution.
Bro is on it. He's right.
You're witnessing today the counter-revolution.
The counter-revolution, civil war come 2029 if nothing happens.
We need to win at the ballot box in 2029. Now, to do that, you have to get the 50% of non-voters. You need to captivate them, electrify them, and give them back that sense of identity and belief that they matter. Today, everyone here knows they matter.
And your message to the rest of the West, for those that aren't here, that don't see what's happening every day here in Britain, what would you say the reality of life is?
The reality of life is women are scared, they can't walk the streets, our daughters are being raped, they've took the safety of our nation. They've imported hostile, violent men into our communities, and then they've tried to smear us as racists or extremists for wanting protection of our women. And to the rest of the West, unite the kingdom, look at that, read that on that.
Tommy Robinson is a guy. He's just a guy. And he galvanized this. Like, I'm telling you, it is citizens. It's not the gigabillionaires and the massive institutions that's going to fight for us. It's us. It's us people, us God-fearing patriots that love our countries and our cultures and are fighting to take it back.
On that side, it says unite the kingdom, unite the West, because this is a Western civilizational problem. They're attacking us.
Stop saying everyone out here is racist today.
Yeah, no one cares what they say, right? Look around you, look at the diversity. This is a lovely crowd, man.
You guys are out here, you're raising up the cross.
Yes.
Starmer's calling people like you guys far right.
Oh, f*** Starmer. He needs to go. There's something dodgy about him.
What's dodgy about Starmer?
Everything. I mean, like, he's a globalist.
And what's the Britain you hope for your children, your 2 daughters right here?
At this moment in time, the whole country's in dire straits. The government are not putting the British people first. There's no housing. There's no doctor's appointments. There's nothing like that.
Communism.
Yeah.
Free healthcare will solve all the problems.
I mean, if we were far right, how many people can you spot of all different nationalities here? We've got Iranians, we've got black people, Asian people.
Yeah.
Get to
far right. I love how that, like, far right, you have an Iranian flag and an Israeli flag there. Yeah, far right. Historically been very friendly with the Jews and Middle Eastern people. Am I right, guys?
Yes, Starmer. Just resign.
Just resign. That's your message.
Resign.
And
Christ is king. I would like to claim refuge in Poland if possible.
Should the rest of Europe be more like Poland?
I think so, yes. Yes, absolutely.
And with the grooming gangs that took place here inside...
You've got the grooming... I've got 2 daughters at the end of the day. Even when I was a child, my younger sister, it happened with these Afghanis. Like, I'm sorry, but if you're having people coming from...
The fact that, like, every single person you talk to has a family member that was raped by a migrant is absolutely terrifying.
Different corners of the world that are not brought up with the same morals and same values, there is going to be a clash of cultures. And this is what Starmer isn't listening to. He doesn't give a fuck about that. Yeah. We're just meant to, like, pipe down, shut up, and just get on with it. No, we're sick of it. Like, this is the revolt. This is the peasants revolting.
Oh, yeah.
And we want to keep our next generation safe for our little girls and our children. We want them to grow up in the country that we grew up in. And at times, diversity is not our strength. Unity is our strength, and that's what...
at times.
We're here today to unify and say that we're not having it anymore.
Starmer is saying that your diversity is your strength. You would say it's not.
No. Does it? You go to the other march. That's the diversity side of it. This is unity. This is British people coming together to say we love our country and we want to keep it our country. We don't need all these open borders because it's not the best thing for us.
Yeah. Right here it says the rape of Britain. Would you say Britain has been raped?
I'd say 100% it's rape. This isn't a flag, it's a true story. We've had it under the Conservatives and now Keir Starmer. It's ridiculous what this man's doing.
In what ways has Great Britain been raped?
Get him out. Well, look at
All the young girls are being raped on the streets. Throughout the country, it's covered up by Sadiq Khan.
Enough's enough.
Through the government, complete cover-up.
What's your guys' message to Keir Starmer? One call.
You need to tell me that the mayor of London, a Muslim, is covering up the Islamic rape of the British people? I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
Keir Starmer's a f***ing wanker.
Keir Starmer's a wanker. Keir Starmer's a wanker. Keir Starmer's a wanker.
And why do you think Keir Starmer is such a wanker?
The way he's absolutely destroying our fucking country.
What's been your least favorite thing that's happened over the past 10 years here in the United Kingdom?
I've seen my country change in 50 plus years. I don't recognise my country no more. But not only that is, I'm seeing how things went in a different country in the 30s, and it's happening here. And pardon my French, to piss on the veterans the way they have and persecuting them.
What do you think your forefathers would say about the current status of Great Britain right now?
Turn them over in the graves.
Yeah.
Literally turn them over in the graves. Because my grandparents fought for this country. My cousins, my relatives, my uncles, my aunts, friends have died for this country. For what? For what?
Imagine going to die in a foreign country so that you can come home and watch the people that sent you to die literally import infinite retards to destroy your country that you died to protect. It's heartbreaking.
These rich arseholes over there.
Over in Parliament. And do you think those that are in Parliament, you think they represent
They
the
are
people?
the most hated idiots this country's ever seen.
And why
They're more than idiots, bro. They are malicious. It is very obvious.
do you think they continue to get elected?
Because I think they like it. I think they want the division. Look at this. Every race, creed, colour, sexuality, people from all over the world, all the different flags. This is united. This is love. This is everyone, brothers and sisters in arms, for one cause. Freedom. Freedom from that tyrannical bunch of bastards over there. That's what it's about. People have died for this country. They've bled. They're blood soaks. In every part of this country, it's blood soaked. Of men and women and children of this country that have fought for thousands of years. For what? For them bastards. F*** them.
At the end of the day, do you think a civil war is inevitable here?
Yeah, it's been going on for years. I don't recognise my country no more.
So what will a civil war look like here if you guys do not have
Like any
arms?
war, death, destruction. No one wins. No one wins in war. My friend died fighting for this country. For what? To be pissed on by Keir Starmer and his lot. We're going to take you all to court for war crimes. No one wins in war, I'm afraid.
What would be your message to the rest of the world that doesn't live here inside Great Britain? They don't understand what's
Open
going on.
your eyes, see what's going on, because if it's happening here, it's going to happen everywhere. Look at Ireland. God bless the Irish. Right
here you have a man.
He's right. He's right. It's a global pandemic.
Yeah, the police
I
officers.
know that you're just doing a job, and I know that you guys lean one way or the other, but there's going to come a time when you guys need to choose a side, and that guy that lives at number 10 is a traitor, and he should be tried as such. Keir Starmer is like an actual traitor. I believe that he is committing...
God. I have never seen this before. And these people, every single one of them, can eloquently explain why they believe what they believe. Right? You compare this to like the No Kings rallies in America protesting against Donald Trump. And it's like, but why don't you like Trump? He's orange. He's bad. He's a fascist. Like, these guys can actually properly explain exactly why they fucking hate this guy.
Treason against the British people. I actually believe that, you know, we should drag him out of number 10 and we should put him on trial for treason. Because what he's done to the British people.
Even your quote-unquote far-right fascist still wants him to have a trial. And then your average leftist college teacher is like, no, we should just assassinate Donald Trump. Like, there is a ocean between us, man. Not even remotely playing in the same moral playing field.
It can only be defined as treason. He's opened the borders. He's made a career out of protecting people. He's made a career out of dissolving our borders.
You're a black man here at this event. They're saying this is a racist event. What's your message to them?
No, it's not.
Your sign right here says British Christians awake.
Yes, yes. We're sleeping. We've had our language has been numbed by thought processes to self-censor ourselves, and now we've become so liberal we don't know what truth is, and now we've got to wake up to how far we've slipped. Our children are now being aborted.
We need God.
One day before birth, and we've now made this massive imbalance, and into that imbalance we put Islam, and it's been done by the left to destroy Christianity. That's the reason. We're in a hell of a mess. A hell of a mess.
Here in the United Kingdom, you can have an abortion up to the day of?
The day before birth. We've now voted for abortion one day before birth.
Actual nightmare. Like, these are actually demons.
There's one case where a little baby girl, a girl, 15 years of age, she got hold of the mifepristone tablet. She aborted.
I love what you're doing, mate. Keep up the good work, brother. Absolutely love you. All right.
Thank you.
She aborted the baby. They cut the baby's head off, arms off, legs off, put it in the food blender, hit Frappy. The police did nothing.
So here in
What the fuck?
the UK,
Is that real?
this man, you can have an abortion up to the day of birth. Crazy.
Son, oi, Trump, come and save f***ing England, son.
Now everyone's got.
Trump, I understand you're busy with Iran and Cuba, but if you can make a pit stop over here.
Out here at the stage, I've been invited to give a speech, so I'm gonna go on just a second. We have hundreds of thousands of people right there. We got these lovely ladies right here, and then I'm gonna be going on stage right now. Here we go. All right, now it's time for me to go on stage. Here we go. We got 100,000 people out here, and here we go. London! USA! 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 Today I've walked with some of you here, and as I was walking, one sign really crossed my mind. There was a sign today that said we did not vote for open borders, digital ID, two-tier policing, higher taxes, loss of free speech, and politics, higher cost of living. Now your media will call you far right, and your prime minister will call you guys dangerous. But the ideas of freedom of speech are not dangerous, or the idea that you want to know who your neighbor is does not make you dangerous. It means that you have common sense. We live in a world where common sense is becoming somewhat abstract to have. A lot of people don't have it these days.
Uncommon, some would say.
In the United States, we let an entire state commit billions of dollars in fraud because we were afraid, our politicians were afraid of being called racist or Islamophobic for speaking out against the fraud. Here in the United Kingdom, you guys had young women be raped by gangs of men, and your politicians allowed it because they're afraid of being called a racist or Islamophobic. That does not make you a racist for speaking truth. No one should have to worry about where their tax dollars go. No one should have to worry if it gets spent into fraud or not, because we should have the confidence in our politicians. We shouldn't have to worry that our daughters are having to be careful who they go around, or a young woman in Scotland who is 12 years old shouldn't have to walk with a hatchet at the playground. I've been coming here to the United Kingdom for some time now, and each and every single year these marches get bigger and bigger and bigger. I think it is time that your prime minister and that your government takes heed to your words and takes heed to the caution that you guys are giving them, because change is inevitable here inside of the United Kingdom, and it doesn't be done because everyone should have the right to say what they want and have the freedom of speech. And may God bless you all, and thank you, Tommy Robinson. Thank you. How did I do in my speech?
You were excellent.
Excellent. Approved?
Approved.
Perfect.
We need you, and we need Trump in the UK.
That is the end of this video. Make sure you like.
I love how, like, the British people are like, please, Trump, bomb us. Please do to Keir Starmer whatever the fuck you did to the Ayatollah in Iran. Oh my God, it's miserable.
And subscribe to the channel.
It's like, I'm laughing, I'm kidding, but like, honestly, it's unbelievable that this is a thought process people are actually having. Begging Trump to liberate England. Bro, we should make them the Commonwealth, see how they like it.